Are we up? Oh my God, look at all this commentary already. What's going on? Have you guys been here for hours? What is this? What is this? Oh, not so long. Oh, yesterday's streams, yeah. Good morning, good morning. Paper is out. Paper is out. Just one pack today. It's Suga-san's Patreon Chibis is out. Kawai-san's work on Shiba-san's print is finished. Ishikawa-san won't be here today. Lei-chan, I think, is also off today. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Traffic cones, they've all been mixed up, of course, because they were all pulled down for the past couple of days. We took all the cones out. In fact, our cones are still inside the entranceway. We haven't put them out yet again this morning. Good morning, gang. Fun the last couple of days. Nay, fun. The festival went well. As you might have seen if you watched that last thing I put up yesterday afternoon about 4:30 Tokyo time, the handover of the shrine from Group A to Group B. Went very, very well. As far as I could see from a distance, there was no overt fighting or attempt to horn in by outsiders. There may have been such things happening at different parts of the festival, but we saw nothing untoward. It looked like a peaceful, normal festival this time. It could be that the police and the citizens are getting the upper hand of the battle. And a note to Kawai-san. Kawai-san, if you're here on the train watching this thing, I have good news for you. That's all I can say at the moment. Whatever. Okay, I better get some carving done here. What's happening today? It's Monday morning, peaceful, quiet Monday morning, nice day in Osaka, no rain. It didn't rain during the festival. It was predicted to, but it didn't rain at all. So quiet Monday morning here. Just get back to our normal work. As far as I know, Cameron will be in today at the normal time. I don't have any special show and tell, as in old prints and stuff to show. I do have some of the prints that have been turned in by our printers that might be interesting to look at. But there's no dramatic, interesting, old-fashioned show and tell this morning. It looks kind of dark here today. What's going on? I wonder what's happening. Has my light been moved? My light has been moved. So God. It's lower than normal. Okay, I gotta try and change my light. Hang on a second. It's sagging a bit. I'm losing my brightness here. It's gotta come up about 1 inch. Hang on a sec, excuse me. Yeah, much better. Good. No, nothing to do with a girlfriend. It's he's chronic. Kawai-san is chronic for losing his phone. Just whatever. It's once a week, once a month. I don't know when it is. He just loses his phone. And yesterday he lost it again. Yesterday in the store, and he knew, like, he was at point A. He had it at such and such a time. He couldn't find it at such and such time. Where did he go? We checked this room, that room, looked in the bathroom, looked here, looked all over the place. He could not find it. He did the, what do you call it, search for your phone kind of a thing from another computer here, and it showed that it was within the minimum radius, 250 meters, but it showed it as being outside. So he goes outside, looks around, can't find it. And we had yesterday, the shop was really busy, and lots of different unusual people were here today. Because of the festival, the streets are crowded, tons of gangsters around, all kinds of different people are in. So he's thinking maybe he left it and somebody swiped it from the shop. We're like, that's not likely, Kawai-san. This is a woodblock print shop. People don't steal stuff from us. Anyway, couldn't find it. And all the stuff, we took the place upside down yesterday. Absolutely upside down. Couldn't find it, just gave up. He went home. Anyway, it's here. I found it. He has his alarm set for 7:30 in the morning on his phone. And we tried calling it yesterday. Of course, we phoned it from all over the place, trying to listen for the bell ringing. But he must have had it set for silent mode or something. But when the alarm went off, it went off. I'll let him tell the rest of the story. I didn't look at the Twitch statistics page. Over the weekend, we tried streaming some of the festival, and I don't know if a bunch of people had a chance to see it or not. I don't know. I wasn't really able to follow any chat while we were doing that, but I think it went pretty well. The shop, when the parade things were going by on Saturday afternoon, the shop was busy, but not all that too busy. We had extra staff, so every time I heard the shrines, portable shrines getting closer, I ran upstairs and tried to do my cameraman job. I think it turned okay. I think we got some good stuff there. One group in particular, I don't know if you were watching, there was one shrine that was carried by women only. They had put their local women on duty for that. And my God, they were enthusiastic. A lot of this stuff has become really routine for these people. They're not really interested in it. They do this as a form of duty. And honestly speaking, sometimes they carry these shrines by and you can see clearly their heart's not in it. They're just sort of plodding through the routine. But that one yesterday, they had a bunch of young girls on it, and my God, they went nuts. You get a glimpse of what it must have been like in the old days when these festivals were really meaningful, and they were a huge break in the middle of a year, the only time when people got out. There was no entertainment, back then. So the festivals were really much more meaningful. And you got a taste of that yesterday watching those women go by. He's always in the last place you look, yes, of course, by definition. So. Did the store have to finance the liquid refreshments? Some of them, and not me personally. This is all done as a community event. You know, nobody is hit for this. The beer and stuff that you saw being poured yesterday was provided by the Street Merchants Association. There's sort of this, there's an overlap of groups here. The shrines yesterday were being carried by the townspeople, the Townspeople's Association. We have things here in Japan called the Chonai-kai, or sometimes Jiji-kai. Each district in the town, it's an area of about 3 or 4 or 5 blocks. It's one group. The next 5 blocks is a different group, and away it goes around town. And it's not just for the shrines, it's for general community stuff, keeping the streets clean and, you know, blah, 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 everything, you know, stuff like that. Organizing events, watching over old folks to make sure nobody's living by themselves and gets hurt and stuff. All different kinds of stuff handled by the community groups. And those are the people who do the shrine carrying. Then on top of that, there's a different group here on this street, and on every commercial street. There's a group here which is comprised of the merchants. And it's the Rokudori Shotengai, the association of shops and merchants on this street. So I'm a member of that. I'm not a member of the Residents Association because I actually don't live here. This is not my legal residence. I'm a member of the Residents Association in my district back in Ome. Anyway, long story short, the residents were the one yesterday who were carrying the shrine, and we as the merchants group provide backup for them. We provided those refreshments and, you know, this and that. And when they did when they stopped for the beer, there was a couple of short speeches. They were thanking us for helping them, and we thanked them for, you know, what they do, etc., etc., etc. There's a tiny bit of overlap because some of the shop owners do live here, and they've been here for a long time, and they're part of the Residents Association as well. So anyway, the merchants yesterday supplied the refreshments, very small thing to do. So myself, as part of the association, chipped in for that. It's no big deal. It's funny how many associations there are. You know, our merchants association here has these 2 blocks. The businesses, both sides of the street for 2 blocks. Then the next 2 blocks down, Denpo Indori, that's split up into 3 groups. Denpo Indori, West, Central, and East. So you're never dealing with people who are distant. It's always totally screen locals. It's a very, very local thing. And that's why you'll see when you walk around districts like this, the street lights change. The street lights on our area are a specific pattern and a style and a shape because this group designed them and paid for it. Then the street lights in the next area are done by a different group at a different time. And it's cooperation on 3 levels. There's the Tokyo metropolitan government, puts money in for these things. The local city, what we call a ku in Japan, Taito ku, for us it's Taito city. They put money in, and then we as the locals, we put our money in. So it's a combination of 3 levels. And the negotiations for new stuff happening are fierce. I had nothing to do with this one. This all happened before I joined. But my God, negotiations go on for years. What kind of lights? Who's going to pay how much? No, those are too expensive. It just goes on for years and years and years. And then some huge maintenance issues, you know. The street association here negotiated for years and arranged for the beautification of the street. The new light standards, the tiles, Italian marble, and all this kind of stuff, and blah, 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 blah. And the street looks really nice, and we maintain it as well as we can. But then what happens is some city department that's doing some work on some sewer somewhere, they come in with their machines and dig it up, and they throw away all the tiles. They just raunch in there, slice up to get to their sewer, and throw away the tiles. Then they put a patch of asphalt on it and drive away at the end of it. And we're like, wait a minute, we paid a freaking fortune for that. And there's a very, very poor coordination between the different levels of this. And this is a real sticking point here. What happens in those cases is, up to now what's been happening is, the damage has been done, Shogunai, the sewer is fixed, those guys just drive away, and we have to order more Italian tiles to replace the ones that have been chucked out. Well, common sense, of course, says dig up the tiles carefully, put them aside, then dig down and do your sewer work, and then at the very end, put the tiles back. But that's extra work, extra time, and in the case of an excavation that's taking place over some days and weeks, who's going to store the tiles? And there's such poor communication between it that there's a huge amount of wasted money there. Not catching everything here, but yeah. The word for those districts, it's half based on postal districts, like we're in Asakusa Ichome. But the local districts don't match the way the post office defines it, so it's a bit of a funny overlap. Some of the districts are named after the postal districts, ours is named after a park here. The one we're in is called Asakusa Koen, but there is no such park anymore. The park disappeared under buildings many, many years ago. But the district I'm in is Asakusa Koen, Asakusa Park, although there is no park here. Did the audio change a little? It could be, because I took the microphone upstairs and it was overloading with the drums, so I turned the gain down. Is the gain too far down? Are we okay? I can click it up a bit to see what happens. It's up to you. Let me know what to try. When I put the mic upstairs on the balcony for the festival, it turned out that the drumming was overloading it, even though we had a compressor setting. comments. Immediately when the Ghost reprints will be back in stock. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say about this. The first batch was finished over the last couple of days. Kawai-san finished his batch, he dried them, and they're in the thing. And yesterday afternoon, Shiba-san was here, and she went through them. After we finished the shop hours, she went through them upstairs, and she went through them some more, and she went through them some more. And Kawai-san just gave up and went home. And I'm like, Shiba-san, she says, well, I got to look at these. I got to look at these carefully. So she's looking at them. I gave up and went for dinner. And when I came back from dinner at 9 o'clock, she's still looking through them. And she's got her head in her hands. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I sit down next to her, I look at them. I think, these are fantastic. They are smoothly printed. They're beautiful. The colors are perfect. They did about 40 copies, I think. 35 copies, 40 copies. And I am so happy with these. They look just fantastic. And she's got her head in her hands. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said, Shiba-san, what's wrong? They look fantastic. They're just so different from mine. And I'm like, well, this was like part of the idea, professionally printed and whatever. And she says, no, look at this. And she gets the original copy that she had left over from her batch and compares it with one of the ones in this batch. And I'm looking back and forth, and the color is smooth and deep, and it looks just... And she says, look at the dog's face. I look at the dog's face, and it's like it's a dog's face. And she says, the expression is totally different. He's printed it in such a different way. And he's printed it clean and clear from this block. It's actually nicely done. And I can't see any difference except that this new one is more nicely printed. She says, the dog's expression is totally different. You don't catch any of the what's the word, sabishi feeling. I forget the English word, sabishi, melancholy, whatever feeling it. And I'm like, it looks like a dog, Shiba-san, So there's two different ways to look at this. The prints themselves are gorgeous. They're beautifully done. They're fantastic. But because it's a little different from what she did, she's going to have to sleep on it, and we're going to have to talk about it when she comes back today or tomorrow. And I don't know what to say. I don't know where it's going to go. She may just say, look, I'm sorry, I can't do this because they're so different from what she made, And they are beautiful. They are to die for. Absolutely to die for. So, we thought she had been willing to let go and let us make prints based on her designer blocks. But it might turn out that she's just not willing to let go. Over the years, Jed-san, we have had sometimes tiny issues like this with Jed-san, where in the process of turning his Photoshop click, click, click image into woodblock print, sometimes things change. Color tones change, color balances change, the way the colors overlays change. His lines are not so much changed because I carve pretty much what he gives me, as we've talked about this before. But the mood and feeling and tone is quite different. And so far with us, Jed flies with it because he wants the mood and tone and feeling of a woodblock print, which is what we get. So Jed has been totally okay with this so far. But Shiba-san, because she knows both sides a bit more closely, because she can make prints by herself, and these are different from what she made, she's finding that difficult. Jed expects the difference. Shiba-san is having trouble with the difference. So I'm not sure what to say. I can't promise anything at the moment. The prints are there. I think they're wonderful. We just have to get her to settle down. But if she decides not to go ahead with this, then that's it. There won't be any more of these prints because she's moved on to a new design, and that'll be that. And her printmaking career, I don't even know what to talk about then. It'll be nothing. She's just basically a hobbyist. She'll make a few prints of any given design, put them out there, and that'll be all there is. So it's too bad. I really hope she will come around to this, because if she does, she can become an artist. She can become a person with something to say, and let the craftsman here say it for her. But if she can't let go that much, then she's just going to sink back into obscurity. There's nothing else to say. It'll be her hobby. You hear the hose outside. Some of the street is getting hosed down because after the 3-day festival. There's a fair amount of mess out on the street. The garbage today, it's not the normal burnable garbage bags that you see picked up on Tuesdays and Fridays. This is the once a month non-burnable, non-recyclable, strange metal objects day. I don't know what to call it. We don't have any such things here, so I haven't put any garbage out this morning. Where's the truck? You hear it, it's bits of metal and glass and stuff like that, just things that are not part of the normal recycle process. So. top of that here. Crows are probably happy today because the normal garbage pickup and stuff is going on, but there's a ton of garbage at some of the street corners. Festival goers and stuff don't really care about it, so they just chuck trash everywhere. So once a bit of garbage starts to build up in one place, festival goers just threw their stuff on it. So down the street a little way from here, the place where we normally put our recyclable garbage for pickup, there's a ton of trash this morning, just bento boxes and scraps and stuff thrown in a big pile. And the city will be sending special trucks over today to help clean up after it. They're probably already up and running. But at the moment, there are some random garbage piles full of food, scraps, and whatever here and there. So the crows are probably having a field day at the moment. I saw one yesterday, actually. It's funny. I was standing on the balcony when I was doing the the camera work for that festival yesterday. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and a big crow had found some kind of food. There was just food everywhere, all over the place. The crow had got a big chunk of food, and he had flown up onto a light stander just across the street. I was on a balcony, so I could see the light stander. And the crow's got this big thing, white thing in his mouth, whatever it is. I'm watching to see what he can do with it. It seems to be too big to actually swallow. So he flies up to a sign. There's a bar across the street, and they've got an old rusty sign and a bit of a tattered awning. And he puts his head under the awning. And I'm like, what is he doing? He brings his head out and there's no food. And he stashed it. And I've never seen this live before. A crow stashed this food under the awning, looks around, licks his chops, flies away again. So I guess these guys are really, really smart. When there's an abundance of food around, they grab it and stash it. I imagine what they try and do is make sure that there's no other crows watching when they do it. I don't know how this works. You know? I wonder how much of that food the crows themselves come back to eat, or they forget about it, or the rats get it first. Cat versus Raven. Jen and I've been talking about that one for years and years and years and years and years. And it's a long, long story. Whatever. I know. When Jed first popped that up, we were buried in the Hero series with him. We had no production capability to talk about anything else at all. In recent times, the idea is resurfaced. Yeah, we could actually afford some resources to do that one, but we haven't had a structure to just do single prints. When we spend the money to carve one of these things, that money's got to come back to us. And the only way it makes sense for me to do these is to do them on a long tail basis. That when we spend the money to carve something, it brings back a certain amount of revenue straight away, and then it will continue to generate revenue down the line. And that one didn't fit into our publication model at that time. But it's interesting, it's really interesting, and at some point, if we can find some way to fit it into the model. It's funny enough, it surfaced again last week after we did this thing about the 8 views or whatever. They've been talking about 8 views of cats and whatever and stuff like this, and already there's work being done to try and figure out how to fit something like that into it. We've had very, very few resources. Even right now, we're still stretched. If it was decided, okay, let's do that one today, I just don't have the people to carve it. John's working full-time on the current subscription series, and he'll just be starting next year's series as soon as he's finished this one. Kawai-san's still working on the Sushi Cat series. She's on the 3rd one now. Once that's finished, her next 2 jobs will be a set of party blocks for our print party room. And then after that, she'll be starting on number 18, 19, and 20 in the Ukiyo Hero series. So we just still don't have a whole ton of free labor, free meaning available, available labor for extra projects like that. Who's Kawai-san this morning? Train again, or he's a bit, what is it? Somewhere around this time, right? Oh, here you are, here you are. I think discussion has started. He's late. He's on time. He's late. What is time for Cameron these days? How was your weekend, sir?
It's alright. Yeah. Nice weather. But
You shut your ears, please. Somewhere on there, okay. Somebody says you're 4 minutes late.
4 minutes late. Wow. But was the shop pretty busy the last couple of days, or was it quieted down? Nope. Okay. Guess not.
Yeah, it was busy.
Yeah.
You can see the piles of garbage out in the street as you're walking.
Yeah. So I knew the festival was busy, but I didn't know if it was leading to people coming in here too.
You guys had a quiet weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's good. It's quiet. Somehow I'm tired anyway. But it's okay. Made bread yesterday, that was fun. Baked some bread. The crispy crust on the outside. Getting closer.
I don't detect any movement.
You don't detect any movement at
I
all?
was sort of getting a one line done a day. We're nowhere near that recently. So how many days since I touched this? I don't know. Yeah. Today I wasn't supposed to be doing this. I was supposed to be doing Jushiban.
Yes. Yeah, I saw the message about that.
Sorry about that.
Nope, I'm sorry. Yeah. Goodness. Yep. Wow. That's terrible. Get another one. Fortunately, they do make them pretty quickly, but it is still a shame I messed it up.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, but probably garbage pickup now or something.
Oh, the
big.
city garbage pickup's just come. Today was the unburnable metal glass. So
Oh, okay.
This is all the festival cleanup stuff.
Yeah, got it. Was it just wild? Did you get up there to turn on the stream? I didn't even check, or
Yeah,
was
we
it
did
too
actually.
crazy? Okay.
It's Saturday afternoon. We got a bunch of it. So we got quite a bit of it. Actually, I left the camera running for about 4 hours. I think. I'm not
Oh wow.
sure. But I did have a chance, whenever I heard a cart coming closer,
Yeah.
a shrine coming closer, I got up there and I could do some camera work, keep it in
Oh,
focus
nice.
and stuff like that. So we got some pieces of it.
Oh cool. That's great.
On Sunday there were plenty of gangsters around, but it's really tamped down. They're
That's
much
good.
under control. There was no fights at the handover, not that I can see from here.
Yeah,
Police were out there in force.
Yeah.
Lots of police.
I believe that.
And I think it's moving in a good direction.
Cool. Getting more under control.
I guess, but again, the newspapers don't write about this stuff, so I don't know what might have happened in other corners of the
Yeah.
festival, places that we don't see. So.
Mm-hmm. John Vick says, the shop was filled completely with tattooed guys wearing nothing but fundoshi.
Well, you're half right.
Tattooed guys, but they wore more than fundoshi.
So exactly. And we had a bunch.
Yeah.
In fact, we had people coming in here, Westerners. Said, where do I go? Where's the place where the gangsters are getting together? Where can I show my stuff?
Huh.
And I'm like, I have
no
bags for you."
idea.
But it's interesting. There's a different viewpoint. They thought it was an attractive feature of the festival.
Huh.
And here it is, the local people here are trying to stop this.
Yeah, trying to kick them out.
No, he didn't know this, and he thought, where's the place? Where's the decided place? Because he wanted to strut and
Yeah.
show himself. He was serious.
Yeah.
He was serious.
Yep. Interesting.
If you go back a few years, I guess about the time we first came here, 5 years, if you Google Sanja Matsuri and hit the image link, the first 50 pictures are all, tattooed guys and someone riding on omikoshi and stuff like that. And now that's almost invisible. If you Google Sanja Matsuri, hit the image link, you have to scroll down quite a ways before you start seeing the tattoo pictures. It's now finally fading out. And
Interesting.
moving more into the underworld where it belongs, instead of out here at the festival. But the other viewpoint is that this is part of Japan's tourism, and that Japan should play this up, and that's fine, unless you're the local people on the ground who are fighting these guys.
Yeah, because they aren't just showing that they have tattoos.
They're gangsters.
If they were just showing, I have these tattoos, I don't see a problem, but that wasn't the only thing they were bringing to the festival. These are.
Oh, he was here.
Yeah.
He was acting as I had the video of him, and he was out there with the camera.
Oh wow!
Finding shots to match what we were doing. Like the shrine stopped in front of the shop here, so he went up, got some close-ups.
Oh,
Put
cool.
him up on the net right away. Put links into the chat.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, it's really good. I think it was sort of a game. I didn't realize it at the time, but the people were trying to catch him.
Yeah.
Him, her, he, she, whatever.
This person.
This person in the stream. I don't know. But nobody knew what he looked like. So
Yeah.
I went out there a couple of times. I chatted with him a couple of times, but I realized we weren't actually on view of the camera. I didn't realize at the time, because I only saw later looking through the chat what had been going on. But they had been trying to identify this person. These pictures are showing up, and there's a picture taken like 2 minutes ago. He was doing it basically live, taking a picture, and bang, right up away it went, put it in the stream. And they're like, wait a minute, there's the shrine. He was right there taking a picture. Which one is him?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. So.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. He's saying that the police had them completely surrounded. They could have carried the shrines themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
There were that many, wow.
So
There was fair bit of people getting shoved around, but no fights. So, They almost rammed the lantern down the street, though.
they did. I saw that. Actually, we were on. I thought, oh my God, there it goes. Oh my God, that's going to be so expensive. And they finally got it pushed back. And there were some elbows and faces and stuff to get it pushed back. So.
Wow.
The guys had made a mistake. The shrine is coming down the street, and there's an advance party. There's the shrine attendants. They come about 30 minutes before, lightly banging their drum, whatever. Here comes the god, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the advance party with the preparation. They've got a bunch of trestles.
Yeah.
And they put the trestles down on the street so that when the omikoshi guys, when they let go, you've got to land it on this base.
Yeah.
But nobody's in control, and they're heaving around, and people don't want to let go. They want to hang on just for the last little bit, show that they're really enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
So the last few seconds are always pretty chaotic.
Yeah.
So anyway, the problem is the guy had put the trestles down a bit too close to that lantern.
Oh, no.
I guess he didn't notice or didn't think of the team, whatever. The trestles should have been a bit farther east, towards the east side of this. I guess it's a decided spot. They get this all worked out. So the guy with the shrine white paper thing. Okay, come forward, come forward. Okay, stop there, stop there.
Yeah.
But we were too close to that lantern. And as they came closer, they're doing their last heaving.
Yeah.
It really, I wasn't down there on the street. He must have. And we must have been within whatever. I don't know if it was inches or feet or meters, but I was worried about that lantern getting taken out. But no, they got it pushed back in time. So
Safe.
the thing is, you hear these stories now. There's a story that's out there that I've never seen evidence of myself while I'm new at this, that we all the merchants and all the cities make donations to the shrine. The guy was here. It was one of the owners of Yoshikami, the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
He was here, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, saying we're getting ready for the festival, and would you like to, and of course, I get in the till, and our name is on the board up there. We've donated. I think we gave 5,000.
Okay.
5 or 3, I can't remember. Whatever we just gave him from the top.
Yeah.
And this isn't a shakedown.
Yeah.
It's whatever, normal part of your community activities. But the deal is, the story goes that when it was all this, if a guy had said, "Look, no, we're not going to pay this year, whatever,"
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. It's up to you. But then the God knows about this. And when that thing is coming down the street, it goes left, it goes right, it's up and down, it goes left, it goes right, and oops, it goes left, there goes your front window. Oh, jeez, whatever. Well,
whatever.
God's, whatever. Again, I've never seen this. This is just the way the story goes. And so when they come looking for donations, you want to keep that God happy, and away you go,
Got it. Yeah. Avoid any accidents.
So I think this is, at the moment, I'm mostly apocryphal. If I haven't paid my 3,000 yen, there's no way they're going to come at me.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody in control,
Right.
So. But it's there. The story is out there. So.
Got it.
I guess when you think about it, it could have been a way of helping keep, if there had been a real jerk on the street somewhere who just wouldn't cooperate with anything, then whatever, it might be a way of just getting back to him. The guy doesn't help clean up the garbage or something. Somebody who is a real non-cooperative person on the street.
Yeah.
There's ways of letting him know that this behavior is not acceptable to the community. But as I said, I've never seen that happen.
They're just chatting about how the kami must have hated those windows. So they're talking about the kami must have hated that window, and I'd really hate to see the kami burn your shop down.
I mean, it starts as like protection. The gangsters come in and say, "Nice shop you got here. Shame if something happened to it." Well, the thing we're talking about is not really at that level, but I don't know. I don't know. As I said, I have no direct experience of this, so it's just a story at the moment.
Did they use the shrine's random movements for divination in any way? Koringami asks.
I don't know.
have no
I
idea
really don't
either.
know. I would doubt it. I don't know.
It is hard to get dozens of jumping people to walk in a straight line, but I don't know what else that
Well, we
means.
saw yesterday a bunch of different shrines go by now, and there's really a difference. I have to say, our group, the group Koen, Asakusa Koen, they really were not so excited and enthusiastic. They sort of going through the motions, doing this. But one of the other groups, and I didn't catch it as it went by. Look on the video. One of the other groups was fantastic. They had they switched out the men. They had an all-women's group coming. At least at the moment it came by where I was. And those women went nuts. I know the young man who was taking pictures, he saw this too. I think he got some pictures of this. And they were just, oh my God, look at them there. Oh my God. You can catch it from watching them go by.
Yeah.
And this might be a few things. Again, I'm just speculating here. The women weren't allowed to do this up until fairly recently, so they're going to we're going to show you guys what this is, how this is done. There might be an aspect to this, or it might be that they were all, fresh new people, so it's still interesting for them and exciting for them. Once you've done it 50 times, it really, it's not all that enthusiastic anymore. So I don't know the backstory, but I do know that, my God, the energy pouring out of that group of women that went down. And the deal is supposed to be, wake up to God, and have him give him a good time and stuff. I mean, they gave him a good time, so. It was fun. We caught that on video too. And one thing too, we've got this tree out front here, which
Yes.
is really in a bad location. I
Yeah.
don't care. It's fine. It's a beautiful tree for the city. But when, you know, as people are watching the video know that, I had two cameras set up, one to the right of the tree, one to the left of the tree.
Right.
So I'd roll the camera to the point where it went inside the tree, then leave that camera, jump to the next camera, put it so that I can catch what comes out of the tree.
Yeah.
And one of the things, when these women's shrine was coming in,
Yeah.
while the shrine is hidden behind the tree, I put the camera on the point where the shrine was about to appear.
Yeah.
And one little thing I noticed, there was a woman there with her daughter on her shoulders.
Oh, wow.
And her daughter would have been about 2 or 3 or something. Her daughter was into. She had a fan and she was waving them forward. And this little 3-year-old kid was just so cool. So that's it. And I happened to see this through the viewfinder. So I zoomed in on her, and I got about 10, 15 seconds of video
Nice.
of this little girl doing this, you know. But unfortunately, the screen I had, like the screen we have here, that camera was what we see on the top left here.
Right.
So at that moment, the main screen was just empty street where the shrine had been a moment before.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to run the two cameras and come back and put
And
that
make
into
that
the
one
name.
bigger, yeah.
So this little girl just appeared up here in the top
the
left-hand
corner,
corner.
waving her arms
Go. So,
Oh, man. That's great.
I don't know if anybody else caught that. It was just too small. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, by then, most of the people who watched this stream, they would have been asleep.
Yeah.
Because this started about 12, somewhere around noon our time.
Right.
And I left the camera running for about 4 hours. So it's like 8 o'clock West Coast time to start.
Till midnight.
Till midnight. So it might have been about a month's I don't know.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a chance to follow any discussion at all. Couldn't even look at it. So.
Got it.
And also the discussion never came ready from the robot. I guess the bot that sends me the link, chats, is timed for a certain time.
Yeah.
And because this stream was happening at a different time, it didn't send me anything. So whatever chat there was is lost to me. I never saw any of it. So.
Yeah.
Well, Kawai-san should be here in a few minutes. We had an episode yesterday afternoon. The shop was really, really crowded with all kinds of strange people. I mean, normal customers. No, what I mean is, normal customers. The streets were full of weird, different people. You know?
Yeah.
They were drunk. Drunks come in. You know,
no.
around just out. The guy's got a cup of beer, whatever.
Yeah.
Because it was a festival. Street full of drunks. You know. So with that as the backstory, we get to whatever 5 o'clock something. Kawai-san can't find his phone.
Oh, no.
His iPhone. I mean, this has happened before. He loses his phone,
Yeah.
you know, all the time. And all of us, we searched. Where did you have it? He ended up on the 3rd floor. He showed the customer how we do dosa. They were searching for dosa. He knew he brought it down, blah, blah. You know, the usual thing you do. You track it, track. And we cannot find this anywhere. So we go to the find your phone thing. He uses one of the computers here to find your phone. And it shows that it's just outside in the game center over there. But it said resolution 300 meters.
So it could have been in here.
It could, so he's thinking that means it's probably in here, but is it in the game center? Did somebody swipe it? You know, what did you do? He said, I might have put it in the counter for a few minutes and whatever.
Yeah.
So we search, and then at 5 o'clock, 5:30, it starts to get quiet. Me, Shiba-san, Nakamura-san, we ransack this building.
Wow.
And we cannot find it. We do the thing, we try to call it.
Yeah.
It's on silent mode or something.
Yep.
We can't hear it. So, you know, she goes home. He checks the search again, and now it's not outside the game center, it's outside Donkey. But again, it's just random within 300 meters or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he goes home. It's an iPhone 10 and whatever, and he's got an iPhone 6 at home, his leftover one, where he's going to switch this way.
So it's still gone.
And he's not such a happy camper.
Yeah.
But he'll be here in a few minutes. 7:30 comes, I'm sitting here getting ready to stream, and an alarm, I can hear some alarm go off.
It's his.
It's his phone alarm. And And the seat was up, of course. It could have been there for 500 years and no one would ever have found it.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm not going to tell you. Just wait till Kawai-san gets here. Okay, I'll show
Are you
you.
leaving it
It's
there?
still there. I guess you should show them. It's not fair to them. You should show them.
Oh man, that's excellent.
But I still couldn't find it. I'm sitting here. The alarm goes
I
off.
hear this.
It is. It's down there. My God, it must be here. So I go. I walk past into the party room. Whoop, not there. It must be back here. I come back out here again.
Yeah. You see.
You might have to explain what it is. It's
The
behind the toilet seat. Well, you know,
So if you put the toilet seat up, you can't see it. You just hit it back there for some reason.
Well, no, the seat must have been down when he went in there.
Yeah.
So there's a big flat space. So he
Right.
must have put the phone in the flat
Wash
space.
his hands or something.
whatever. I don't know. He left it. But it still took me a while to find it. I went past it to the party room. Oh no, it's back here. Back here. It's in the bathroom. I open the bathroom, and there's a sound. What did he do with it? Where is it? It's like. So he's going to be. Well, I couldn't tell him this morning because I tried to send him an email, and that's his phone that gets the email. I tried to phone him. It's his phone. It says this phone is no longer in service. Blah blah blah.
Oh no.
So I couldn't tell him. So he's going to show up here in a few minutes, and
Where's the phone?
just show him the pig. Just give him this.
Yeah.
Just
Do that.
keep it here. And just
Okay.
But this is not the first time this has happened to him. He's chronic for, quote, losing, unquote, his phone.
David KP. Lesson: always put the seat back down.
Let's not go there, okay?
Funny. John Becker, that's what I want to know. Why would you put it there in the first place?
Oh, good question. Well, there isn't. Actually, there's shelves. I built
Yeah.
shelves in there. You know.
Yeah.
So why would he put it there? I don't get it.
Yeah.
And then how could you forget? I mean, how long was he in there for? Yeah, he sat down or something, whatever. I don't know, a couple of minutes, and then comes out. I guess that's long enough to forget. And it was one of the checking when we were going around. I said, "What you doing? Check toilet? Yeah, check. I looked. He must have opened the door, looked in there, can't find it."
Yep. Oh man.
But when you give him the camera, make sure he's in view of the screen,
I'll have to turn back on this camera then.
or make him sit there or something.
Yeah.
And then the Shiba-san, we have a real problem with Shiba-san.
Oh no. With the Juicy Bomb.
No, the cats.
Oh no.
They're fabulous, absolutely fabulous, but she doesn't like it.
Really?
Because they're different. She's having trouble letting go. She intellectually let go, but now that she sees the prints,
They look too different.
well, they look beautiful. They look fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
But it's not the way
So
she did it, so it looks different to her.
The big one she was on about was the hyojo. The expression on the face of the dog is different. And she showed me side by side her version and the new version. And I can't actually detect any difference, except that his is smoother and cleaner and neatly printed. You know?
Huh.
But she says, hyojo zensen chigau. Mo, what's the expression she used? Mo, sabishi mo nai desu. The dog is supposed to be sabishi.
Yeah.
You know, it's really sabishi. And I can't see the difference.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my loves here because I promised him the work. So I'm the one that has to pay.
Yeah.
I paid for the paper, the sizing,
Right.
everything for this. He spent like a week on this.
Yeah.
So I've got to pay him either way it goes.
Yeah.
It's her choice if she lets go just a little bit more and discusses, okay, look, I'd like this a bit more this next time. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's okay with it. But if she lets go a little bit more, she can be a real artist. She can do this, she can go this. But if she refuses and slides back, that's it. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a hobby for her forever. No prints. That's it. That'll be the end of this one.
Yeah.
The choice is hers. I can't do anything about it. It reminds me of the same problem, those Okada Yoshio prints, the 4 prints that were made for the Genji series.
Right.
The idea was to do 57, the whole full set of Genji
Right.
as a masterwork for the 20th century.
Yeah.
But he was so picky, so noisy.
The
Some-
printmakers
said, "That's
just
it."
gave up, right?
No, the publisher.
Oh, the publisher, yeah, sorry, yeah.
And he cooperated. He cut extra blocks, extra blocks, extra blocks, extra testing, extra testing. They put them out there. And that was it.
And they made 4 amazing ones, and
And it
then
could have gone 57, but the guy was just too picky. Too picky. When you compare it to the old days, Hiroshige, Hokusai, all those people, they put in their designs and they were out of there.
Yeah.
And look what resulted. Glorious treasures for humankind.
that are being remade for hundreds of years.
Yes, because the publishers and printers know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Trust us. Leave us alone. We know what we're doing. You know?
Yeah. Interesting.
And the Hiroshiges knew that. Well, they had no choice. There wasn't discussion. Wasn't part of the mood back
Yeah.
then. It wasn't part of the game.
Yeah.
They may have been unhappy with what the publishers did with their sketches. I don't know.
Yeah.
My guess is not. They were happy because they had food, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody bought their ideas and paid them in return. Oh my God, look at this. I can eat.
I can eat. Eating is good.
So, in the long run, it turned out for the better because we got glorious masterworks out of this stuff.
Hashtag see-through sales. Someone says
Huh?
see-through sales for Hiroshige, the ship in the Hokkei series that has the sales you can see through.
Yeah. So
like,
and okay,
they don't-
I'm willing to buy it. They may have been screw-ups. And there was
Yeah.
actually, when we showed those, we showed like 20 Hiroshige prints, Pine in Rain, Pine in Rain.
Yeah.
They were not all masterpieces. Some of those were absolute junk. They were carved terribly, printed terribly, and some of them were just sketched terribly.
Yeah.
It was a fan. Here, give me $5 for a fan design. Look, out you go. Make
Yep.
the fans, put them in the festival. It's all over. They're in the garbage.
yeah,
Throw them out.
never see him again.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying everything was a masterpiece.
Right.
It was crap jobs and expensive jobs. And Hiroshige must have sometimes said, "Oh my God, I spent so much time on it. Look what those assholes did with it."
Ohayou
It must have
gozaimasu,
been such a moment.
Kawai-san.
He's here. Kawai-san.
Good morning.
Sit down.
お願いします。
マジで
Sit down.
どうぞどうぞ。あ、何？
Give him the camera.
あれどこ
イエ
いいとこに来ちゃった。
いやこれはね
これはね。
これは何？What happened?
I'll tell you
これ
later.
が
It's okay.
トイレの中だからならなかったんだね
目覚まし時計7時半。
7時半で
午後ここに座ってブルルルブルルルごめん連絡できないですからフォン送りますから
見つかったよかったね。
そうずっと浅草指してたからまあ12時とか朝やって絶対あるはずなんだよね
あ、携帯がどこか行っちゃった。
こんな涙が出てくる
朝から。
いや、ほんと倒れるんだけど。あ、これペアだって置いたんですよ。
なんでここに置いておいたんですか
いや、でも、
なんだだから
そうだ
入った時にシートが閉まったかな
あ、シートを上げたんで、そうだ。やって、ちょっと掃除したんだ。こう、拭いたんだ俺。あ、拭いたんですよ。ここ汚れてるなと思って。
Trying to figure out how it ended up there.
使う前使い終わった
使い終わった後拭いたんだ俺そういえば。ちょっと汚れてるなと思って、それ多分そこに置いて、シート上げて拭いて忘れてたんだ。
チーンと。一晩そこで越したんです。
じゃあトイレ見たんだよね。
もちろん何回も見たでしょ
上がってたから。ここにあったんだよ。上がってたから。
この間に、それは見えないよ。
He needs to clip it to his sleeve like mittens on a kid.
Actually, he did that last week. He bought this back pocket pouch with a chain, and he
Yeah.
chained it to his belt. このチェーンで、そうもうそのシステムがいいかなと。
面倒くさいから昨日に限ってもういいかなと思ったらこういう
もう笑うしかないんですよ。
Man, that's too bad.
Well, whatever. He's happy, but not so happy. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I had no way to get in touch with him once I
Yeah.
found it this morning. Thing is, he's not so happy because he's thinking, "Am I going? You know,
Am I going crazy or
If
not?
this is me at 67. Oh
Yeah.
my God! You know, I just keep forgetting stuff. It's the beginning of the end. Alzheimer's, whatever.
Yeah.
He's only 40. But he's seriously unhappy because he really thinks he's starting to lose it. You know? Whatever. I mean, there's people who forget stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think this is a new card I haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yes.
A new visitor.
Not new. He's been in there a few times.
Oh, okay.
I know the reason it's in there. He wants a certain print. He's on make a new waiting list for this.
Oh, okay.
In the video I put up last week, I showed how the 8 views morphed and molded.
Right.
And I showed one picture of I forget who it was. I don't know, Toyoshige,
Okay.
of a mountain with rain.
Yeah.
These were whatever in the different examples I showed. And this was the really dark scene, a mountain with a sweeping rain.
Yeah.
And I used a flea market print that we had.
And it's gone.
And it's gone, and it's not in the sales register.
Oh.
And he said, "Can I get this? Can I get this?" I said, "Yeah, I used it last week and I put it back in." We searched the whole thing. We searched to see if it's in the wrong place.
But he was here yesterday, so it could have sold Friday or Saturday because I haven't entered those sales yet.
I looked. I mean, I went.
Oh, you've been looking
I went
through
through the
those
damn thing
sales.
right back to the
Okay.
time when I made the video. I went through scrolling through everything. I can't find it. And then, what number was it? I go to the database of auction flea market stuff. I can't find it in there. But I know it was there because I picked it up over there.
And you used it in a
We
video.
used it in the video. And we can't find it. And it's not even in our registry of prints. And like the guy saying, "Dave, where is it?" I'm like, "Just give me a minute. I'll turn up with it somewhere. It's either sold or here, one or the other." And I can't find it anywhere. It just has literally disappeared from the face of the shop. The print is gone, and it's gone from our database.
That's really weird.
It's weird. It's weird.
Huh.
Like an insider job. Somebody stole it, and to make sure we
And
wouldn't notice it's
deleted
stolen,
it from
erased the
everything.
database. That's not possible.
That's
I've been through that already. I've been
I
through that.
figured.
He's looking for his phone yesterday, and I'm looking for that print yesterday. We found his phone,
Next is the print.
if only.
Yeah.
Anyway, Michael's not. He's whatever. He's okay.
Yeah. Did you look behind the toilet seat? Thank you.
No, I didn't look behind the toilet seat. Not yesterday.
I think that qualifies as one of our better show and tells.
I don't know.
D&D wanted? Yes, I'll be going through the orders today, someone said. I put in a payment for an order, but I haven't heard back yet. I'll be getting to you.
Yeah, these days on the weekends nothing happens. It's all frozen. I used to do them all within like 10 minutes of them coming in, but Cameron's so lazy. He goes off to the weekend, whatever.
I try to do things in batches.
I have no idea. Actually, I didn't even open the mailbox. I haven't a clue what's in there. I'm sorry.
90 unread messages when I looked this morning.
I know this weekend was just not possible for me to even think about that.
Yeah.
So. I think they're all entered, Hosono-san. I think so. But there is a reply we need to make. I'll tell you in a minute when we get off. A Japanese person booked, and they made a mistake in their entry, so we have to ask back what they really want. So just give me a minute to finish here.
It's 9:25, just so you know.
Okay, I'll just finish this. There, I got these two characters, so I'll finish these and we're done. So.
精神
He's still trying to figure out what he did. Look at him. He's in the toilet. What did I do? What did I do?
How did it get here?
Also, we've got good staff this morning. It's Hosono-san, Kawai-san, and one more strong one to show. What about son? So if possible, I want to get upstairs
Oh,
this
nice.
morning. Video.
All right.
And we may need one more retake. You know,
Okay.
I'm sorry to bug you about this, but I did the audio prep for the Davy's Choice 8
Yeah.
supplementary video that's coming up. And I thought of a bunch more things to say.
Okay.
So the video that we took of me
we
opening
need
the
to add
package
to
is
it.
probably too short. So
Okay.
what I'd like to do, I did recording
Put it on
with
half
audio.
speed.
So I did the audio recording, so when we get a minute, if we can do that, maybe
Okay. Before they.
it might. Whatever.
Is there a party at 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, whichever way. So when we play back my audio, we will listen to it and open the
While you do
folder
it.
while
That
making
makes sense.
points and stuff like that.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Good morning, hello.
How are you?
You brought your towels again. Are you the laundry lady from Okahankan?
Thank
Do you know we have a washing machine upstairs? You know.
I
So
heard that.
So- Yeah.
Yes,
So
but my job.
it's okay. No, I'm not. It's okay. But just so you know, we can do it here. You know, it's okay. Her tolerance for a dirty towel is
Very low.
no, mine's low. Her
Yeah.
tolerance. Okay, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I normally have a routine where okay, guys, let's wash these upstairs. But her tolerance flips over way before mine. It's like, well, you're married to a woman, you know how it works, right?
Yeah.
So you know. It's okay, it's clean. If you think that's clean, we have to talk. You know. So she takes them home.
Got it.
It's okay.
Well, it's getting clean.
No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. You know, she's happy. I'm happy. You know?
Yeah.
Even just now, you saw her face when I tried to sort of take it back. Look, we
Yeah,
can wash
she's
it
like,
here.
"Nope,
You
I
saw
can
her
do
face.
it.
I can
Nice
face
job."
that to it, so. Sorry, we'll be off in a few minutes here.
Yeah. Dr. Naturalist says, "Hi Dave, expect our orders to ship to North Carolina. We're moving." Do you know Dr. Naturalist says, "Hi Dave from Sal and Kat in Rochester."
Yeah. I actually met them when I did one of those demonstrations in Canada, in Toronto.
Oh,
In the
okay.
Royal Ontario Museum. They lived in Rochester, but they drove up to Canada, Toronto,
Wow.
to say hello to me and stuff. They've been steady. I don't know, in medical school. So they were doing some subscriptions. Or,
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, or Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
And they'd been buying prints and then said, we're in medical school. So I said, like, okay, whatever,
Yeah.
please, you know, don't worry about it. Very pleasant couple.
Cool.
What's the news then? What?
Said expect some orders. We're moving to North Carolina, so we'll be shipping things to them soon.
Did Jeff finish school or whatever? I don't know. We don't have to get details here. Whatever.
Right.
So-
Thanks for long time support. It sounds.
No, very much
Yeah.
so, yes. And pleasant people too.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, someone drives up to a different country
Yeah.
to say hello to me, you know, whatever. This is good fun.
Yeah.
あんなところにあるなんてと思うんだよね。なんでこの人生のあやというか、このからくりは、もう全部奇妙な。
All this talk about forgetting things, and Gordon got me saying, "Man, Dave has an enviable memory. You remember? You could pull this couple's
Well, it's
name out of a
fun.
trip to
Yeah,
Toronto
yeah.
years ago."
Well, it really is. Well, we're all like this. It's nothing, not me special. We have stuff that we remember and stuff that we don't remember, you know. And it's I guess it's funny. It's a question of how much impact a particular event had on you. I don't know, every day I'm faced with this. You know, there was a couple in the shop yesterday from Britain.
Yeah.
And the British accent, and he came from an area in Britain near where I am. So when I hear this accent, I talk about this.
Yeah.
But before I open my mouth to say, I think I can tell where you're from. It paused. There's something, and I realized that he has been here before.
He's your cousin. No.
No, but in other words, I had that same conversation, so
Yeah.
I finally remembered early enough not to just start the same conversation because I did remember.
Yeah.
So he was okay, he remembers, but I didn't remember that they're not living in Britain, they live in Dubai.
Oh,
And
Dubai,
I hadn't
wow.
remembered that part of it. So he was okay that we knew he'd been here before,
Yeah.
but that's all I was able to put my finger on. So,
Gordon Gummy says, "Most of my past was pretty low impact then." Sad. I think we remember you. You talk to us every day. That's good. Dr. Naturalist says, yes, I finally graduated.
It did.
Yeah,
Finally.
congratulations.
Well,
I
this
don't
was-
know when finally means.
Well, I don't know any inner details. It was medical school is the
Yeah.
thing I remember.
Yeah. Medical school and undergrad. I did so.
Well, absolutely, I would remember that couple if they walked in the door today. So some people I can clearly remember, and some I can't. In the shop, it gets really difficult because people are here just for a short time. It's 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It might be happy, take a picture together, they're
Yeah.
enthusiastic. It just happens so often. It's just so
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
So without being impolite, they blend together and blur together because it's such a similar experience.
Yeah.
Luckily, people are really, when I do fail to remember, they're very easygoing with it.
Yeah.
They might walk out thinking, oh shit, he didn't remember me, But they're polite about it.
Yeah.
I think all in all, I sort of do okay. Right, Kawai-san, I think it's about time to sign off here because there's a ton of work waiting to be done now.
Yes, there
I think
is.
I've finished this row. The stream schedule, tomorrow is Tuesday.
It's quiet like normal.
I think it'll be video production for me, but I gotta get my haircut. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever. We'll sort it out. And Wednesday, I'll be back here for a stream, and it could be one of a few things. It could be continuing more of this carving here. It could be if we can wrestle Shiba-san into the ground and sort things out. I would like to be doing that work on the stream.
Okay,
Although,
got it. It might be possible. I'll call
Well,
them and
no,
see
it
if we can
won't.
get it.
Well, we won't because there's no time. She will be on Wednesday staff, which means
okay.
we'll be talking to her on
So maybe
during
Friday.
Wednesday, so I won't be on Wednesday.
Friday's
So-
stream, perhaps.
So I guess probably Wednesday stream will be carving this. It could also be an iPad stream.
Oh, okay.
Because
Tracing.
Kawasaki-san is coming up to the timetable for finishing Hanami Cats. I've got to get her the next job, and the
Yeah.
next job is the next print party print, which
Got it.
means I've got to prepare the tracing for that, which means it could be an iPad stream Wednesday morning here. I'm not quite sure. For those of you who've never seen it before, I'll be tracing on an iPad with a double, whatever. We'll
you'll
see
see.
when we see it. And now I got to get to work. Camera
Okay,
time.
let's get
Sign us
out of
off.
here.
Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's stuff too.
Okay.